think we all like buying things because they have silly names. If you've never bought something because it had a silly name, you've never been drunk at IKEA. A lot of European alcohol names not only sound silly, they just flat out sound like cuss words. Whether it's to get you ready to do more cussing after you drink it or after you pay for it, that all depends on what you order. Whenever you order, make sure they do know what you're talking about so you don't sound like an ass. Excuse me, do you have a Gertz femur? No, it's just a mole. The sillier sounding the name, the more I actually want to try it, at least in the privacy of my own home. You start rattling off some of these names, Becherovka, Mr. Bitter, Lafroig. People are liable to think you're casting a spell on them when you'll be burned at the stake as a witch. When you try pronouncing some of this stuff, you end up sounding like a third grader trying to show off what they learned from their piano lessons that week. Kite, no wait. Court, hold on. Let me start over. So the piano lesson today on poor choice, drinking the worst liquor on earth, will be something I had to practice saying a few times. Kirschwasser. Kirschwasser is German for cherry water, and it's a clear brandy made from distilling cherries with the pits still in them. The flavor, if we're going to call it that, comes from the pits, not the cherries. Now, I've never heard of making booze from the seeds of fruit and not the fruit, but it makes sense to do it with cherries if you're going to do it. And I'll tell you what, you eat grapes. What do you do with the seeds? You spit them out. Watermelon, same thing, spit them out. The cherry pits, they go in a bowl, just hanging around, waiting to get used like those guys looking for work in front of Lowe's every weekend. Seeds sound like a healthy ingredient for alcohol, don't they? However, if a seed gets eaten or distilled, it will never grow into anything delicious to create a mixer for your highballs, and that makes me sad. I would be all for drinking seed-based alcohol if it meant more alcohol was going to grow in my stomach. You know, put on a big drunk in the spring so I could reap a good harvest drunk in the fall. Are you ready to dance? Let's do the Kirschwasser. It should come with a bowl to spit into. Tastes like that water you skim off the top of yogurt, and the yogurt's expired. I can, if the seeds are taking effect, I can feel hair growing on my tongue, chia pet style. I'd rub some on my head if I thought the color would match. So what have we learned here today? You know what most of these strange made-from-plant boozes have in common? They all have some kind of medicinal benefit, except this one. No reports of any helpful use to this at all. So I invented one for Kirschwasser because I'm a helper. You see, if you rub booze on your flowers, they won't tip over. That's a real fact. So the next time you're getting a little wobbly from drinking, rub a few shots of Kirschwasser on you to straighten up. Will it work? I don't know. But it's got to be better than drinking it. I'm John McClellan, and thank you for watching the funniest booze reviews, bar none. Poor choice.